first of all, we'd like to invite somebody who believes, like we do, that we can make a change, we can make innovation more gender equal. So I would like to invite on stage, and you are still seated, but please come here, Anna Maria Tartaglia from Angels for Women. We invite Laura Princi, Be Heroes, and we invite Valentina Parenti from Gamma Donna and Chiara Somma, Unicredit Start Lab. Now, please choose. All right, we need a couple microphones. There, one there, and the last one. Okay, so this is the largest panel in terms of participants so far, because we love this theme, we love this topic. So how it's going to work? Basically, we will have 2 rounds of questions. The first one a little more in depth, the second one quicker, because we want to go to the aperitivo and we will have already collected a lot of insightful information. So, going in a different order, just to make things up. The first one is for you, Anna Maria. So basically, I would like to ask you a little bit more about Angels for Women, since you are a founder and board member. So I would like to ask, what do you do? And specifically, why it is so important to build and develop investors that know how to invest in female-led startups. So this one is for you, please. Have fun.
Okay. Hi, happy to be here. Angels for Women is actually the unique business angel group, female one, investing in female founders. We started 3 years ago, so means that we are young. And actually we are more or less around 90, if I add the last one that joined us in these days. And if you consider that on the Italian environment, we have only 125 female business angels, we are very happy about our results. Why? Because what we are trying to do is to share with potential investors, female investors, or women that are interested in differentiating their investment, the culture of what does it mean investing in startup and investing in female entrepreneurs. What we do usually is not only to do a selection. We have 4 batches during the year in which usually we say more or less around 300 startups. And we invest in 3 of them for each batch. And what we do is also to organize specific courses in which we explain what means to be a business angel, because what we are quite sure that we are missing now actually in the Italian environment is the culture of being a business angel. And only if we can train, I am not discussing about women, but also men, in how they can support entrepreneurs, we can grow. Before, Andrea said about the VC environment or private equity, or we have the expression of a bank. Probably these are much more professional way to invest. As business angels, we believe that if we risk from directly our money, if we try to support the potential growth of entrepreneurs from the pre-seed to the seed to the early stage and then scale up, we can build a real ecosystem, not only a female one, but a business angel ecosystem that will be fully and totally integrated in the reality of the Italian investors. And what we are trying to do is to create an ecosystem in which, from business angel to VC to private equity and all the other players, we can support the entrepreneurs from their early stage, from their beginning, from when they will be, we hope, public, listed, and why not, unicorns all around the world.
Perfect. It's very clear, and I like that you are talking about the ecosystem, and I guess that to make this ecosystem very strong in each of its players, it's very important also to highlight the elements for which it's important to invest in female-founded realities and startups. So, Laura, I would like to ask you, since you are the CEO of Be Heroes, you have met hundreds, maybe thousands of startups during the years, and of course you also launched the Be Wonder program dedicated to female-led startups. So my question is, do you think, yes, I think that you think so, but why do you think that having a more diverse founding team brings richness to the experience of a startup? So how diversity brings richness to startups?
Mm-hmm. Thank you for having me, first of all. And including a different profile in a team, it's crucial, even more for the startups that are starting their activity, both in terms of economical perspective inside of markets, the capacity of understanding what is the new emerging strategy, but also from a personal point of view. So it is really crucial to have this kind of diversity. And what we see from our perspective, but also from a literature perspective, is that female founders brings a lot of vision, a lot of attention to connection, to network, to the possibility to empower all the team. And as far as the Cariplo factory research brings up, they also have a really great point in sustainability and circular economy.
So a lot of reasons to invest in female-founded realities. It's very important that we highlight these topics. And Valentina, being you the president of Gamma Donna, which is a no-profit that is taking care of female-led startups and also youth entrepreneurs, so you have been around for around 20 years now with the association. So once again, you have met a lot of entrepreneurs. My question for you is, are there any evolution elements that you have seen? So which are the main changes that you have seen in this ecosystem? So we have seen, yes, business angels are trying to learn how to invest. We have programs dedicated to female-led startups. But which are the main changes that you have seen in these years?
Starting from the fact that female entrepreneurship in Italy is still too little and very poorly represented in the high-tech sectors, which is, of course, which are the future of our country. So it's very important that we move towards these sectors. What we have seen in these 20 years is that gender equity is not just an issue of, or should not be an issue just of a social issue or an equity issue, but is of course, as I think everybody here thinks, that it's an issue of economic, it's an economic theme, obviously, because less women entrepreneurs means of course less GDP and less tax income, and that means less welfare for well-being for everybody. And what we have realized is that having female entrepreneurship is a big chance to bring a different vision among us, because female entrepreneurs are more aim more to quality of life, are more attentive to social impact, more responsible towards employees and collaborators, are greener. In short, they are bearers of a different and, let's say, more far-sighted vision, which is, to me, not only a matter of GDP, but also a matter of PIF. Not only a matter of PIL, but also a matter of PIF, which is contribute to the happiness index of the country. Because if we have more female-led enterprises, we have more richness, not only as a matter of money, but for everybody. So.
No, it's super interesting, and thank you for raising this point, because yes, we can enrich our country from a different point of view. So thank you very much for this PIF. I will use it for sure in other. I would say it's a trademark of Valentina Parenti, but I will use it anyhow. And it's very interesting because it's, yes, about the founders, but it's also about hiring people in companies, bringing talents and giving opportunities in a very balanced approach, balanced way, because talents, as Andrea was mentioning, is everywhere. So thank you for that. And Chiara, going to you, once again, you have met hundreds of startups in the UniCredit Start Lab program. So do you think there are any characteristics that distinguish female founders compared to their counterparts? So we have seen that, yes, there are impacts, so it's a greener impact, it's more community network, but in the day-by-day approach to the startup life, have you seen other differences that we should take into consideration?
Yes, thank you, Martina, for the question. With Start Lab, we have been working on innovation in the Italian startups since 2010, when the Italian ecosystem was really small and the innovation topic was not so trendy as it is today. So it's true, we have met hundreds of startups, and we have supported 450 of them in 5 sectors, so ranging from digital to life science, clean tech, impact innovation, and innovative made in Italy. And we are a business platform, so we involve our corporate and wealth clients in order to create business matchings and connections with the startups of our networks. And during these years, we have organized more than 50 of these initiatives involving hundreds of partners, investors, and corporate partners. What we have noticed with this huge experience is that women tend to feel more uncomfortable in communicating their own value and their success. If their success is actually recognized, they tend to feel the so-called imposter syndrome more often. And the reason why I think this is the case is because of the lack of role models, mainly. In fact, I think that it's difficult for women to meet standards that very few of them have met before, but also that maybe they are not expected and not supported in reaching. And this is not only exhausting, but it can also prevent many women to take the courage to actually sit at the table. But in Start Lab, we think that the whole point is not fixing women in business, but fixing the places where women do business, raise capital, pitch their brilliant ideas. And this is very important, not only, as also Laura was saying before, in the diversity and equality point of view, because also in Start Lab, we have noticed that the most successful projects are those with a good balance between a female and male representation. So we are very happy to support also this batch of FoundHER. That is a great opportunity to break this glass ceiling.
Thank you very much, Chiara. And I will take a point from your very interesting point, and I'm bringing it to you, Laura. So the role model thing. So we know that Be Heroes, yes, it's a huge platform, innovation platform, but you also have a very strong communication approach. So you tell stories about entrepreneurs. You have made a movie recently, not only the TV series, but I mean, you are very strong on that part, and it's important to tell stories about innovation. So regarding the role models, which are your suggestions or your ideas on how to build female entrepreneurs' role models? Because we don't have many, and not to say we don't have any, but how to build role models?
Yeah, I agree with Chiara on the issue, and I have a few points on this. First of all, I think that the main point is develop new gender identities. This is the first part, and it's a cultural issue, and we are all called to do this. this is the main part. And then we have to, of course, help this process with role models, and especially also men one that can help this path. Role models for female entrepreneur are characterized by the female founder have to be bold, be brave, because the process is so long, and then of course they have to keep in mind that they need to open the path for others.
Absolutely, yeah, it's very interesting. And I'm also thinking about a stage where entrepreneurs have the chance to shine, to bring their stories, to be recognized. And I'm thinking about the prize that you organize as Gamma Donna every year. So, Valentina, I know there have been many editions. There's a new one coming. So I would like to ask you a little bit more about the prize today, how it's going to be, and how this stage that you built really helped a lot of entrepreneurs that are in your network.
First of all, thank you, Martina. First of all, I totally agree with Chiara and Laura about the need of role models. That's one of the biggest points we came to understand across time, and I think role models, innovation, and a new narrative about women's contribution to the economy are key factors for the future that this country needs, which has to be more sustainable and more inclusive. Our prize has reached 20 years, is now 20 years old almost, and in the last 3 years we have adopted a TV format, which has radically changed the way we tell the stories and promote them, because we work on a TV format. We go in the houses and the companies of the entrepreneurs, and we tell the story of the company, but also the story of the entrepreneur behind, of the woman behind the entrepreneur, so that we really are able to, let's say, build a whole image that people can recognize into, no? And it has changed the way we tell the stories, but also the people we tell the stories to, because we were able in the last couple of years to go out of the bubble, of the innovation bubble in which we all live. We all live in this beautiful bubble. We meet each other in several different events related to innovation. We are always the same people, right? So we were telling stories to innovative entrepreneurs, and that didn't help. So okay, so and having a brighter audience. Like this year, surely helps with this role model building. This year we have a big news. We are the stage will be the one of the Italian Tech Week, which is the biggest technology event in Italy, and it will be at the end of September in Torino at Officine Grandi Riparazioni, and we have we will be able to have a huge audience, actually, both in presence, both in streaming, because we'll be streamed by Repubblica and La Stampa. And we have 3 awards to which you can apply to, besides the prize, and it's a Startup Award for Most Innovative Startupper, Assist Digital Award, which is awarded to the entrepreneur who has invested in the digital transformation with purpose. And then we have a Communication Award, which is in memory of my mother, who was a great PR woman. And what else? I think it's we launched the prize today, okay. And we have time until it's July 11th to apply.
All right, so thank you very much. Yes, Big stages are important, stories that really tells everything, no? About the life of an entrepreneur and how to reach success. So it's a great way to tell stories. But I would end this panel asking Anna Maria, which would be your recipe to bring more gender equality in the innovation ecosystem? So which would be the main actions that you would recommend, since you work both with investors, business angels, but I mean, we know that you do everything, so which are the main things that we should do?
We should do education, education, education. The gap that we have, it's, oh my God, it's not my voice. It's a strange voice, it's not mine. Okay, the problem that we have is related to a gap inside the culture, for sure, in Italy, and the financial education. These are two of the main problems that we have on the female investors. Why? Because we were educated that it's very bad to discuss about money. It's not for women. Yes, it is. Women are not really supported. I don't want to enter in discussion around the fact that we do not have infrastructure, but you know that compared to other European countries and to other countries, very often women have to decide it if they want to work or if they want to spend their time at home taking care of their children, because we are missing a lot of other opportunities. And this means that at the end, women are not independent. And when I say independent, means that they cannot choose what they want to really do, and if they are totally free, how they want to invest their money. Because the opportunity to know exactly what will happen with your money, to be educated from when you are a girl or from when you are a child, is not a question of men or women. It's a question of financial education. It's fundamental for people, as at the beginning Andrea said, men to support women in their investment, to do investment together, to support the ecosystem and the entrepreneurs. I think that this is the biggest opportunity that we can have in this moment, is not discussing about how we can recover the gender gap, but is how we can work together for building something that will fit with the needs of the Italian ecosystem.
And I don't think we can add anything to that, so thank you very much. We can keep the conversation because the topic is the most interesting according to me, but I would say also according to you, so we can continue that in the aperitivo. And thank you very much. So if you want to apply to the Gamadonna Prize, the call is open. If you want to apply to the new edition of Be Wonder, the call is not open. So too bad, I mean. It's just closed. Okay, sorry. So don't apply to FoundHER, and keep on following these great realities that are making a difference.
If you want to apply to Angels for Women, the open its call till the 19th of July. So
Perfetto. So you have something to apply
Martina,
for?
I want to add something, that we are working to build this ecosystem already.
Yeah.
For example, we have started a partnership last year with Angels for Women, and Anna Maria this year is in our jury.
Oh.
So we're trying, Unicredit, we work with Unicredit, and hopefully we will work with Heroes as well. So I think...
Well, that's a great story. I mean, we are stronger together as the title of the slide, so we really need to partner. It's not a competition here, it's a mission that really involves us all. So I think that it's great to have you here, it's great to see you here on stage, and it's great to have such inspirational speeches that you brought on this stage. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.